Okay guys, it's making turkey time, but only turkey pre-Thanksgiving. But I'm gonna make it the same way. I'm gonna make what my husband loves with that much onion, which I'm not even measuring. And he only gets 2 stalks of celery because I had to steal my celery and my tablespoon of onions for my stuffing that I'm gonna make. So hang in there, I'll keep you posted. Okay, so easy peasy. I'm sure most people know how to cut celery. These are skinny stalks, and I personally like to buy them singularly rather than in a big batch because I have so many other vegetables that the big whole bunch of celery doesn't fit in my fridge very good. So anyway, but it's pretty simple, particularly if you have 2 hands. But if for 1 hand, we can do it. I'm just gonna do a couple. But if they were large stalks, you would split them down the middle this way first, and you end up with basically pretty much the same size celery. And then this, actually I guess measure a little bit, is a half of a medium-sized onion. So this is gonna get chopped up. This is gonna be his stuffing mix, which of course he doesn't eat all of it at one time. I could eat all of it one time once I make mine, but I probably won't either. So anyway, hang in there, it's gonna be fun. Okay guys, so we love cauliflower, and if we don't, we can learn how to love it. All you have to do is cook it right. Anyways, I've talked about this in other videos, but if you buy whole cauliflower, organic, and even if it's not organic, sometimes it comes with the greens still on here. These greens are amazing. They're mild, they're not bitter. I can't really figure out what I could compare them to, but you want those because they're so good. I'm not gonna use them tonight for our stuffing because I'm gonna save them for a different meal where I don't have celery involved. Anyway, so here's the deal. So sometimes after you've had this for a week in your fridge, there's brown spots. So guess what? You just go like this and you cut them and you get rid of them just like that. And I'll be doing that all the way around. Anyways, it's all good. Hang in there. So the greens that I'm going to put in a bag and put back in my fridge for another amazing meal. Cauliflower. So we're making stuffing, and everybody knows that, stuffing is little pieces of bread, right? So one of the best things you can do with any of your foods is to make them a similar size to the foods that you're trying to emulate. So with that, you'll have some crumbles with cauliflower, but we're just kind of going to go through this and cut and cut. Yeah, that's kind of close enough for me. This one needs a little help, but none of this has to be hard. It's so easy. So hang in there, getting our cauliflower stuffing ready. Bye. Okay, coming over. So this is my husband's celery and onions, getting ready for my husband's stuffing. It's not his choice, nor does he need to necessarily be on a program that I wish he was on because he would be happier and healthier, but it's okay. I don't feel like we should force people. Anyway, so that's his. This is my pan sprayed with butter flavored Pam. And this is my tablespoon of onions. And I know that looks like a very small amount of onions, and it is, but guess what? It isn't gonna matter because we're gonna flavor it up perfectly with our condiments. And here is only a half cup of celery. And again, this would be for 1 serving of stuffing. So if I want to end up eating all of it, I can, but I probably won't. So anyway, we got the 2 things going. Now, back to our cauliflower. Here it is. Cut up. Oh, I know. I needed my scale cup. So cauliflower, oh, going in. Ready? Okay, we're almost there. Okay. All right, that is a half a cup of cauliflower. I mean, truly, when you see this in the pan, you think about you're going to eat all of this stuffing if you want tonight. I mean, it's a lot. Okay, so stirring it around, letting it hang out there for a little bit, and now I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit of condiment to it so that it tastes like it has more onions in it. Hang on. All right, 1 teaspoon of granulated onion or onion powder. I cook a lot and I just, for some reason, prefer granulated garlic and onion. So that's in. Give it a little stir. Everybody's happy. Okay. Let's give my husband's a little bit of a stir. His are softening faster in the half stick of butter that went into his. But ours will also get soft, just differently. Hang in there. Okay guys, so I'm waiting until the cauliflower gets a little bit of brown on it. This is something, if you've never done, is going to change your life with cauliflower. If you think of it like searing meats or whatnot, as opposed to boiling meat, I think of it the same way. So I'm a cast iron pan. Everything is in a cast iron pan in my house, but it can be in whatever pan you want. But you've got to wait this out a little bit, okay? You got to just leave them sit, wait it out. But the good news is, while they're doing that, we can add some spices. And what we have here is, one-handedly, just a moment, a half a teaspoon of poultry seasoning. I'm trying to mimic what goes into most stuffing that you buy in a box. And that's what goes in it. And then we have a half teaspoon of rosemary and a heaping half teaspoon of sage. Now, we are able to have more than that for a condiment, but I don't think it's going to need it. So I'm just doing it that way because look at now, you see all those spices, okay? In his case, he has herb flavored bread that's going in. And I don't know, back when I used to eat bread, I probably added some of these things to it as well. And I'll probably go ahead and do that. But anyway, now we just let it sit. Let it cook, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes, doesn't really matter. Just turn it a little, look for some browning, and then we'll be ready to add our water or chicken broth. And ultimately cover it. It's going to steam a bit. It's going to soften enough, but not too much. And it's going to taste amazing. And his will be done at the same time. Okay, see you soon. Okay guys, so we are ready to add water. So this is for your basic stuffing going in. And I just use my scale cup to dump ours in. Ah, I like that sound. That's a good thing. This is turned down, so I need to turn it up. Because we would like a little bit of sound for his, but mostly it won't make the same sound because the bread is going to soak up the water, which is what stuffing is supposed to do when you add liquid. So anyway, today I used water. I could have used chicken broth, but it's all good. It doesn't really matter to me. So, got that going. These are happy. So now I'm going to turn it down to like, you know, medium low. And I'm going to put this lid on it. And then I'm gonna set a timer. In probably 5 minutes, I'm gonna check for softness. His is gonna be all done, and I'm gonna get the turkey out. And man, I'm gonna have to say, I'm gonna get more turkey than I want, because I'm not gonna have the skin, and it's something that I can have 7 ounces of. Bye. Okay, now I wanna say that as long as we're able to meet our requirements for our lean and green meal, we can have something like this, and let me show you. So you can see here that 1/4 cup prepared only has 20 calories and 3 carbohydrates and 0.5 grams of fat. So guess what? We get to have gravy with our stuffing and turkey. And I don't know that I'll need more than 1/4 cup. It goes a long ways, but if I did, it would still fit. Okay, see you soon. Hey guys, so regarding the Pioneer turkey gravy, it is really, really good. And I will tell you this, on Thanksgiving, I make everything from scratch, which I will again this year, but rather than have the turkey gravy with all the turkey drippings and all that stuff, I promise you, if you give this brand a try, it's really good. And oddly enough, you don't just dump the packet in the water, you mix some of it with cool water, and then you pour it in. And for whatever reason, it is just really good. So we let it bubble up here a little bit. It's going to get nice and thick in a second, and I'm turning it down immediately to nothing, like the lowest setting. Anyway, look at that. And I just promise you, you should try it. And now we know it fits within our program. So, you know, I'm just saying. Okay, let's take a look, see how our stuffing is looking. Just gonna move this over here. Oh, not too bad. Okay, so I'm able to just poke around and decide whether I like the texture of the cauliflower. And I could kind of cut it. All right, takes a pretty good push still. So it's gonna steam a little longer. All right, hang in there. Gravy's done, his stuffing's done. And then we gotta look at the turkey. It's coming out soon. Okay guys, this is just a turkey breast, but you never rely on those things, and usually I pull them out before I even cook, but that's okay. So what we're going to do is, with our instant read thermometer, poke it in part way. Oh, make sure it's not upside down. And we're watching for 160, and I'm thinking it's going to be a little bit longer, but let's just see. I can tell by how slowly it's getting up to 140 that it's got 15 more minutes to go before it's going to reach 160. So that's what I know, but you just check it. Once you think it's done, you start checking every 10 minutes, and you'll be good to go. So it's coming out soon. The timer is going off. Let's check it out. 170. Well, that's okay because it's done. And if I pull it out a little bit, it'll go to 160. Anyway, you notice that did not pop, which is why you don't trust those. Anyway, very exciting. So timer off. I'm getting there for you. And turkey is coming out. And now, really important, anytime you cook meat, and it doesn't matter if it's a turkey or if it's a steak or if it's a roast, you have to let it rest. And technically, they say half the time that it cooked, which was an hour, so a half an hour. I don't know, we'll see. But the good news is I've got a few more things to get ready for my husband. Mine is done. My stuffing is ready. My turkey is ready. I mean, we're ready. So hang in there. I'll be back. Hey guys, so I just want to show you. So this is my husband's piece of turkey. That's about how much he likes to eat. This, I left the skin on so you can see it's the tail end just because that's how I cut it. But this plus this, which is thick, right, is 7 ounces of turkey. So that's my portion. This is 1/2 cup of green beans. I've said this on other videos, but here's the important thing. If you weigh the food, you get a lot more because you can only imagine trying to fit all of that into a little 1/2 cup measuring cup. Okay, so hang in there. We're gonna plate up soon. It's all good. Okay guys, here's the exciting part, right? So I've got my husband's plate on the table. I'm gonna show you, but I'm going to serve my gravy onto my plate. And look, so here's the deal. I'm a visual person and he gets cranberries. I don't. Cranberries are a different color of red, but I get a 1/2 cup of tomatoes weighed. I get 1/2 cup of green beans and I get a 1/2 cup of cauliflower stuffing. Oh my gosh, it's so good. So anyways, so here's the deal. I happen to have these metal, really nice measurers. Having said that, they cost an arm and a leg now. I've had them for 30 years. Anyway, but these, you know, you've seen them in restaurants. I think you can get them on Amazon or whatever. They're the same thing, 1/4 cup. So here's the deal. They're really handy because you've got hot food, not super hot, but anyway, there's my 1/4 cup. So watch and learn. And I know the plate, it's like Thanksgiving kind of overflows the plate. But look how far my 1/4 cup of gravy that fits within my amazing health plan works. Okay, that's it. Let's go eat. Oh, there's Piper. She's just happily waiting. I just want to show you, so my husband's plate, and he has turkey, gravy, green beans, mashed potatoes, stuffing, sweet potatoes, and cranberries. Well, guess what? I don't miss anything because for me visually, like I said, the tomatoes do it for me, but I have not way more, but at least as much, but more food. So I'm so excited. Talk to you later. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot. So, you know, this isn't Thanksgiving. We're not doing the green beans with the cream of mushroom soup and fried onions, but I have done this before. If you just take a tablespoon of cream of mushroom soup, put it on the green beans, let it warm up a little bit, you're good to go. And here's the deal. 1 serving of that cream of mushroom soup is 1/2 cup, and it has 7 grams of fat in 1/2 cup, and it has 8 carbohydrates in 1/2 cup. So I'm not doing the math, but within our guidebook, it tells us what we can have as it relates to nutrition, and this fits. So I'm doing it. Bye. Hey guys. Hey guys. So this isn't pretty anymore, right? Because I've been eating it, but I have to tell you, I can almost not get through it. Kind of like a Thanksgiving meal. So I've got to tell you, the cream of mushroom soup dollop on the green beans is the bomb. And I'm just telling you, there's nothing fancy about the green bean casserole except the casserole dish that it's in. And cream of mushroom soup is cream of mushroom soup is cream of mushroom soup. So that's really cool. And the other thing I might not have mentioned is I put a teaspoon of monk fruit sweetener on top of all of my tomatoes. And it gave me that little bit of sweet, kind of like the cranberry thing, you know. Anyway, you have to have an imagination, but I cannot really get through this plate. I still have quite a bit of turkey and quite a bit of stuffing, and I'm done. And I'm feeling great about it. Oh, and just know that that's my husband's peanut butter and jelly that he has on the table at all times. Okay, see ya.